Hey freshman class, it's time for sophomore registration. So we put together this video hoping that it would kind of help you figure out what to do and how to register for the classes that you want and make sure that you're on track for graduation and all that. So first thing you're going to do is go to the high school website, scwarriors.net. Once you get there, you're going to come over and click on the counseling tab, and it will take you to the counseling office website. And then you're going to click here where it says freshman registration. Once you get to that main page, there's a whole bunch of information here that you need to go through, you need to read. It would be a good idea for you and your parents to go through together and read through it. Right here, this link will talk about the graduation requirements that you'll need as far as how many credits in each area. So that would be a really good thing to review. Also, this link here will take you to the high school class recommendations to get into certain colleges, what they would like you to have and be prepared with different things like English and math and different things. So make sure you read through that as well. And there's also a really cool link here as far as like when you're applying for scholarships and things, basically to help you keep track of your GPA, your SAT, your ACT, what different universities require for you to get accepted into their programs. And the big important thing that you want to look at here also, this course selections and registration guidelines. This is something that you will also need to have signed and brought back to the counseling office by you and a parent. So make sure that this gets signed and brought back. It's basically telling you all of this information that you're going to read through. It's kind of a summary, and you're going to go through and make sure you understand what's going on as you register for your classes. If you don't know what the classes are all about, another really helpful link over here is the course catalog. So when you click here, it'll take you to a bunch of cool videos for different classes that you can watch. And then down here where the course catalog link is, you can go through and it will kind of spell out basically what each class is about. You can go through and read all of the course descriptions to see what that class is about as you're looking at your registration. Also, here are some more of the forms, basically an electronic copy of the registration form. So as you click on there, this should look exactly like what you have in front of you as you are registering. And we're going to go through this whole page so you kind of know how to fill it out and what to do. This cool website here, this slideshow, we're going to go through real quick. And if you want, as you go through, click on as you go through this, fill out your registration form as we go through this slideshow. So here is what the front of your registration should look like. You do need to fill out the top parts of this registration completely. Make sure everything is legible so that they can read it and everything is there. On the back, this is where you really need to pay attention. This big box up here, the big bold box, these are the required classes that every sophomore has to take. You have to choose one in each of these categories. Everybody's taken Fitness for Life no matter what. These are the required classes. Down here, these classes with an asterisk, including up here, even Honors Language Arts, Honors Secondary, these required ones. Any class that has an asterisk means that it has a prerequisite class. That basically means you have to take a class before you can take that class. So, for example, you see down here, Spanish 2 has an asterisk. That means you have to take Spanish 1 before you can take Spanish 2. Just like Spanish 3, you have to take Spanish 2 before you can take Spanish 3. So they go in a sequential order so that you're not signing up for the last class in a series. If a class has this little space right here next to it, it requires a teacher signature in order for you to get into that class. So there's a couple on here that have this signature line, basically saying that you're skilled in that area or that you took the prerequisite, or maybe there's a class size limit, that kind of thing. So any of these that have a space do require a teacher signature. Following teachers must sign for signature classes only: English for Honors English, Geography for Honors World Civ, Math for Honors Math. The yearbook advisor at the high school signs for you to get into yearbook. Spanish teacher signs for AP Spanish and Spanish 3116. The band teacher for any of these musical studies in Band 2, theater teacher and clothing teacher for each of these two classes. They do need to sign in order for you to get into that class. Any of these bolded classes can also be taken for college credits. You do have to fill out a special form and turn that in along with it as a sophomore, but these are pretty cool. If you can get into them, I mean, you got college credit right away. At the bottom of your sheet, this is also really, really important. You're going to circle the classes that you want up here. These are your final choice classes, the ones you circle up here. But down here is where you will list your alternate courses, the ones that you would take if you can't get into these ones up here. You need to have 3 full year classes and 3 half-year classes. So down here where it says full year, you're going to put 3 classes that are full year. And you'll know if they're full year if they have the number 1 listed after. So you can see up here under zoology, under science, has a 1. That means that's a full year class. But down here under creative writing, that's only a half year class. So that would come down here under semester. So as you are filling this out and looking at all these classes, you're going to circle the ones you want up here at the top, but then you'll put alternative courses down here at the bottom. Here's an example sheet of what a registration form that's filled out correctly should look like. So you can see they've circled one in each area for the required courses, and this one has a signature line next to it, so they went and got the signature for that. These classes are the ones that they want to take, and then down below they've put the course number for the courses that they want as alternate courses. And again, don't forget to have it signed. You need to sign it, and also your parent needs to sign it. Okay, important due date, Friday, January 13th. You need to turn in this registration form to the counseling office, to the Snow Canyon Middle School counseling office. Don't turn it into the high school, turn it into our school here by January 13th. If you have any questions, you can ask your homeroom teachers. You can also ask the counselors. We would all love to help you figure out this registration process. And good luck with planning your education.